3, 2, 1. Welcome to the best sports betting podcast in the Southern Hemisphere. We've got our usual suspects, Zeke, the Oracle, whose luscious lips are matched only by his fire betting tips. All Blacks to lose and Auckland Blues legend, Chazza, with his big shoulders, big tongue, and even bigger heart. To my left, we have CA and De La Salle's finest, the future GM of the Indianapolis Colts, Jellybean Nate. And yours truly, your boy, the vertically challenged Chimes, first of his name.
Hey, what an intro.
How are you feeling, brothers?
Nah, good, bro. Good.
I think I just did my ACL.
As always, boys, let's start off with some gratitude. Chazza, what are you grateful for this week?
My grateful for this week is just the people in our sports clubs. Obviously, they do it for free to keep our sports team going. So just a shout out to all the people that are volunteering to keep our sports, our junior clubs alive. And that's my grateful for this week.
Cool, man. I got my grateful is for my barber, Mike Filipino. Just always grateful for him. Never have to ask what I need. And he was just telling me this, he was telling me a while ago, about how he had been saving up for a few years and he flew his kids and his wife over to move here. So it was kind of a heart-touching story. But yeah, just grateful for Mike.
Nice. What's his barbershop?
Nah, because everyone will steal my barber. It's already busy enough.
I'm grateful this week for honest people, especially the Uber driver that dropped me off. I hopped in the car. He goes, brother, you don't need car, you need walk. So yeah, shout out to honest people. Well, you don't want business.
My grateful this week, bit of left field, but I'm actually grateful for the caterers and people that do those little mini donuts at games and events.
Oh,
you know those little orbits, the sugary cinnamon donuts? Because that was the only good thing at the Warriors-Panthers game that I enjoyed. So that's my grateful for this week. But boys, we're looking good. What are we wearing this week?
So with me? Oh, what? Seen a real go around.
Boo this man.
I thought I had to represent again. Obviously, my team I've been supporting for a long time. The current champions for this year's NBA. So yeah,
you forgot their name, because you haven't said it yet.
OKC. So yeah, OKC champs, baby.
Okay, see you next year. I'm wearing Redcliffe Dolphins. Redcliffe Dolphins from before they were in the NRL. They're an actual club. So yeah,
Nice. I'm wearing the Fijian Sevens jersey.
how recent is that?
That's their new one. So they've just left Nike and they've signed a 5-year deal with Umbro.
Umbro's cool, man. They're coming back, eh?
Yeah.
Umbro is usually football, eh?
Yeah, a lot of football, some rugby as well. Oh, they sponsored the England rugby team, I think.
Oh, nice. Over to you, Wasali.
This week I'm wearing a jersey given to me by All Blacks legend Peter Alatini, famous for crash balls and calves so smooth as socks never stayed up. But I'm ripping the East Tamaki rugby team, sponsored by this vegan brand, Pacific Corn Beef.
The best.
The best.
Is palm better or?
Yeah, I like palm, to be honest.
I don't eat corned beef. Sad that you guys laughed.
Let's go to our bets and recap the past week. Chazza, how'd you go this week, brother?
Oh, bro, I got 1 out of 3. I had Ethan Strange, try scorer, didn't hit. Roger RTS. Sorry, Roger. RTS try scorer in the Warriors to win, and obviously that didn't hit. Had the Dolphins to win with Herbie Fanworth, try scorer, that didn't hit as well. But I had the Roosters Cowboys overs hit. A few upsets in there, and tough weekend.
I had 2 out of 4 in my multi. I had the Broncos covering 4.5 and Muhammad Usman in the UFC. And the ones that I missed were the Titans covering -2.5 and Jamal Hill losing in the main event. Oh, man.
For my multi last week, I want to apologise for this because this was a straight lazy effort and I just went try scorers and, Zeke laughed at me when he did it. All fails. Eli Katoa, anytime try scorer, bombed.
One Tongan.
Leka Halasima.
Another Tongan.
That failed. And Brendan Piakura.
He could be Tongan.
That was second row, was it?
Yeah, it was just a shit show.
I bet you they scored this week, bro.
Bro, better not.
I had a 5-leg multi and I had 3 out of 5 hit for me. The ones that lost were the Filipino boxer, Christian Araneta, lost to Tan Simsri. Thought he'd win by knockout, but he lost. And Ignacio Bahamondes lost to Rafael Fiziev as a short favourite. The 3 I got was Daria Zleznikovia. She beat Melissa Mullins. Panthers beat the Warriors, so they easily covered the 13.5 spread. And Broncos and Sharks game was 1-12 either team, and the Broncos came back to win by 6.
Very nice.
So was that 3 out of 5?
Yeah. How about over to our locks?
Oh,
Chezza?
he's energetic about this one.
What do you got, Chezza?
My lock last week was the Crusaders versus the Chiefs. Any team to win under 7.5, and I got that one.
Shot Chezza.
Oh, what? You hit your lock?
Yeah, hit my lock. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just Charles. Yes. The whole weekend I was like, oh, man, Charles going to be talking about this one. Okay, that's cool. Is it me now?
Yeah.
Ah, damn it. Oh, this is a bad bet, terrible bet. I had Taufik Musayev, $2.30. Man, you know when if you watch athletes or teams,
Yeah, Chezza.
you know when you watch them, you think, man, all they do is just train. They're professionals. They just train. But this guy had no takedown defense, and yeah, he just mud. Yeah,
What's his name?
Taufik Musayev. I thought he would, show out being from around that region, but taken down and submitted like a white belt.
Is he allowed back in Dagestan? Or?
No, he's from
Oh, he's in somewhere else.
Azerbaijan, I think.
That's like finding out someone can't sing, or
Nah, like a Māori can't. Or like a Māori doesn't eat seafood.
Māori will fight a sidestep.
Yeah, true.
My lock was Storm not to trail. Bro, they almost lost against the Rabbitohs. So yeah, that was a big fail. Add it to my tab.
You were pretty sad, in the chat.
I disappeared for a bit. I did a chimes after a bender.
My lock was welterweight champion Brian the Assassin Norman Jr. beating Jin Sasaki in between rounds 1 to 6, paying $4. The fight played out how I thought it would.
Is there a parrot in the room?
Sasaki pushing the pace, but he was just outclassed, too small. Norman Jr. was in control. He dropped him a couple of times in the first round, and then the brutal left hook in the 5th round got the win.
This is like those low-hanging fruits, we don't touch them like wingers scoring 2 tries. But hey, if you want to get these charity bets,
Well done, Oosh, well done. Yeah, well done.
Hey, we need to be on boxing more. We all 100% of your boxing bets too, man.
Yeah, I am actually.
So you just
I bet on main events though.
that was a main event, brother. Welterweight champ,
It
man.
was on a Wednesday
He's the
night.
best
Who's
welterweight.
watching that?
Nah, Friday night. Come on, man.
Wednesday in Abu Dhabi.
Need to see you two with gloves the way it's going.
If a stand up, I got him.
Oh.
Can you stand up there?
I am standing up. Let's head over to the biggest sports stories this week. Starting with the Super Rugby final. Crusaders beating the Chiefs.
Yeah, it wasn't the final I expected. Obviously, Crusaders winning. Wasn't the best rugby for Chiefs. I think they really struggled. Like a lot of their key players under the high ball, at set piece, scrum, lineouts. I don't think the Crusaders played awesome, but they just defended like dogs, and they just, they just know how to win those tough battles, and yeah. Congrats to them, man, because it's 32-0 at home in playoffs. Crazy stat.
You took the Chiefs,
I had the Chiefs, yeah. I think, man, if the Chiefs, there's a lot of drop balls, from like some of their key players, and then, man, I've never seen their scrum get picked up like how it got picked up on the weekend. Crusaders gave them a lot of trouble at the line-out, and man, they've had a good line-out, good scrum, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was just the occasion or something just got the better of them and they just couldn't adapt. Yeah.
Playing the Crusaders in a playoff game in Christchurch would be like playing the All Blacks at Eden Park.
Yeah, well, that's their fortress, yeah.
The All Blacks were named this week. What are your thoughts on that? Were there any, do you think it's a good squad? Any bolters you think that missed out?
No, I think it was a pretty good squad. I think there was, I think Razor gave us a good reason why he went with some of his picks. Obviously, they've dropped guys like Dalton Papali'i, guys that have been there. David Havili, which is captains for the Crusaders, he's not in there. He just said that he wants to look at other guys and see what they like in Test rugby. So guys like Tavatawa Nawai, the big Fijian, and it's, to be fair, it's a fair reason. Like you already know what these guys can bring, and they're still in his group of players. But for him to build the depth in his All Black squad, and especially going into 2027, he wants to see some of these guys in some big games. So.
During your All Black career, was there a absence like anywhere in the middle? Like you were picked and then you weren't picked for a team?
In ABs?
Yeah.
I got dropped for a few. I think I told that story when I had to lose a little bit of weight, and I thought they'll just drop me for one game, but they dropped me for like 3 games.
Do they stay in contact with you?
No, I was in the group.
Oh, no, I mean more so the squad. Like,
no.
Oh, sorry about it.
No, I never got dropped. But
so the door's not closed on those guys?
No, I don't think so, bro. And it's a valid reason. Like, I think Rays is looking for something a little bit different, like something what those guys could bring. Obviously, the bolters that were there, I think someone like Josh Fusitua from the Blues, I would have liked to seen him in there.
He's a gun.
He was close there.
Yeah, he was close. But you think about where he's in the pack that he was playing in compared to Ollie Norris. He was playing with the Chiefs, and the pack that they had were a dominant pack. So a guy that's putting his hand up in a pack that's going backwards was a guy versus a guy that's in a team that's always going forward. I would have went with Josh Fusitua, So
those guys, it's always kind of like that, Even in league, like they pick from teams that are dominant. Or they get a upper hand.
Yeah. Well, you see the best from those players because they're in like everything's. Everyone's doing their job and blah blah blah. But he's the guy that's in a team that's going backwards. It's
only a matter of time for Josh.
I think so, bro.
Yeah.
I think he'll be the future. Him and Ollie, they'll be the future, bro. So yeah.
Yeah, David, his brother, David Fusitua, he's in playing rugby union in Brisbane.
Oh,
the
no
winger.
way.
Yeah.
Oh, true. I'm pretty still playing league in Europe.
No, he came back a while ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just landed a contract. I think he's trying to go down that path.
Yeah.
Oh, me.
Inside scoop. Japan? No.
A State of Origin, Game 2. Queensland even up the series. And I think, Nate, you hit all 3 of your picks.
No, 2.
Oh, 2?
Two.
Oh, 7.
Nah, he
2
missed
out
as
of 3.
well then. He missed.
Hey, man, easy.
But you're the only one that called Maroons to win, though.
Maroons and my mate Kurt Capewell. Yeah.
Katie.
Nice.
Thoughts on the game?
No, you.
No? Oh, man. I thought the boys were quite lucky to win, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think if the game was like 2 minutes longer, it would have been New South Wales to walk away with. But, I don't think Billy Slater's vindicated. I got a feeling that they might get beat up pretty bad in this third game.
Yeah, you got to look at that second half mostly. Yeah, can't really take anything from the first half. I think it was sad that the big talking point was a penalty count.
I think those penalties were fair. If you were to watch it all back, it's like, what else is the ref supposed to do? And you'll be dumb if you don't take advantage of it, which Queensland did. But in that second half, it was like, oh, you see the mismatch, the difference in class between the players. It's like, I was happy about Spencer getting bumped though.
But also the rain plays a big part, like we always been saying all year.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But, yeah. New South Wales scored more tries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One,
Eight,
just missing
4
kicks. And then Lomax goes and gets like, what?
Yeah, for Para.
5 from 5 or something.
NBA finally finished. OKC Thunder. Your OKC Thunder beat the Pacers. It's probably the most boring 7-game series.
Yeah.
Like it felt like, I don't know, maybe it's just like a change of the guard with like, the superstars from like LeBron and that, and I guess even like Luka, like it's now moving over to the younger guys like SGA and Halliburton. But just for 7 games finals, which is, you think goes 7, that's mean, but it wasn't a fun series for me.
I don't know. Like when the games I did watch, it felt like they were just like game 6. It felt like OKC didn't even turn up. Like they just know. Oh, we'll wait till we go home.
They want to win at home with the parade.
What's the deal with the Pacers? Are they a team that's about to get blown up, or
I don't think so. I think for them, hard luck because they lost their best player in the first half of that game, tore his Achilles, so he'll be out for a long time. They're a team that feels like they've overachieved, but they're also quite young, so most of their players should get better. You know, Halliburton, Nemhard, Nesmith. So like they've got young guys. Like Siakam was really, really good for them. Yeah. He's still not over the hill. Like he's still got a couple more years of his prime. And yeah, man, like the OKC Thunder, shout out to Sam Presti, their GM, because like they've got the strongest like top to bottom roster in the NBA, and then they've got heaps of future draft picks, you know, to either take players or deal to get so maybe some good role players back.
So Ches is going to be wearing that singlet for a long time.
It could be the start of a dynasty, bro.
Hey.
You know, because like they're
I've waited a long time for this.
yeah, man. Like their average age is probably like 24, 25 years old.
You know how
they just
there's
won the trip.
a lot of like critics who don't like the way SGA plays. Is there a future where they change the rules so that he doesn't become so dominant?
I think that the way the NBA is, because it's all about it's harder to defend today than it was, you know, in the Jordan era or whatever, where you could have hand checking and you could be a bit more physical. So I don't think it's going to come to a place where someone like SGA he won't get 10 plus free throws a game. It may be slight tweak, but it's not going to be enough to be like he's a foul better and he's always going to flop. It's because they want high scoring games, and so it's going to be at least for the foreseeable future 3-point shots and flopping. Offensive game, man, and that's why I feel like it wasn't, the physicality was missing a bit, and maybe I'm just becoming an old head.
You already are, man.
Just quickly, a few big trades already in the NBA. So some of the trades already happened during or I think before Game 7, like Kevin Durant getting traded to the Rockets. And Tony's Boston Celtics already making some moves, trading Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis for younger players like Anthony Simons and George Niang. So yeah, NBA, I think when it comes to off-season, NBA's probably got the best free agency, but NFL's always got the best draft. UFC Fight Night, how did that go?
Oh, bro, I was doing all my breakdowns.
Yeah.
And I fell asleep. It was at 4 a.m., man. I woke up and it's like 3 fights left, so... But I think 11 of the 12, something like that, fights went to decision. So I'm glad I missed it. Yeah,
boring card.
Boring.
And how about any thoughts on that? The main event, Roundtree beating Hill.
I think Hill's gone now, man.
Yeah.
He just doesn't have that. He's got that dog in him, but he just doesn't go for it anymore. He's like, he got his legs chopped early, which kind of set him back a little bit. Just that Muay Thai stance from Khalil Roundtree. I don't think Khalil Roundtree's that great.
Okay,
I'll probably get some flack for that.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's that great. I just think Hill's just stupid.
Because Hill always came across to me as like more of an athlete than a fighter. Like, does he have like good wrestling or good skills, or is he?
No, I think he's more of a fighter than an athlete.
Okay.
That's what I think.
So he's just like a scrapper.
Yeah,
But then,
scrapper,
okay.
decent boxing, just
Yeah.
some things like footwork.
That's what I mean, because his
important.
footwork's so bad, and like I don't know what he's like, what he hangs his hat on. Like, what's his best skill? Is it just
It was his
hands?
His hands.
Just
yeah.
hands? That's it. Just got a knockout power.
So it just says a lot that he touched the belt.
Mm.
Because I've always said that division is the worst division in the UFC, which is why you see guys like Oldberg and these Navarro Sterling, they'll climb the ranks quick.
Yeah. Where all these big guys going? Because I thought that boxing was going to lose a lot of great athletes to MMA, and then maybe to NFL and team sports like that. But like it feels like heavyweight divisions for both codes are not as good as they used to be. I don't know where those big athletes are anymore.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Because back in I just think it hasn't really changed much. Yeah. I think just the lighter the skill division, or the skill in the lighter divisions has gotten better. So
It's a bad financial investment to be a UFC fighter, unless like you're top. I was just having a look at the salary breakdowns and the purses that they make.
It's still better than boxing overall. Like you see the big names like Canelo, they're getting millions, but I can't find.
It's like top heavy in boxing, eh?
Yeah. But overall, these guys are like the guys on the bottom of a boxing card will get like $2,000, 10 grand, maybe less. But yeah, I think it's just highlighted more in UFC. But I still think they get. But you got to market yourself. That's the thing. If you can't market yourself and sell it, then
You would have to get a team that will like do it out of love when it comes to your camps, because the cost of those coaches, man.
Yeah. Speaking of marketing yourself, did you guys see Carlos Oldberg's video calling out Pereira?
It doesn't come across my
across and all my feed is UFC.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't see.
Well, he reenacted sort of that one of the gruesome scenes from Reservoir Dogs.
Good movie.
Good movie, right? And then, but like I think that type of thing, even if he sort of copied a page out of Joseph Parker's book, but made it a bit more, ruthless. Like, that's that self-marketing with trying to sell yourself and get big fights. Do you think that will happen? He'll get a shot at Pereira?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
there's not many other options. Paeta probably gets the rematch of Ankalaev. That's another big name that they'll be holding on to.
Well, bring the casuals, though, that fight, too. It'll just be all stand up and just throwing bombs.
Yeah. Depends what line I get on Oldberg. I'll probably, I've kind of not been a fan of city kickboxing style, but I'll take Oldberg probably.
If it's the dog.
Yeah.
Stay awake, Charlie.
Yes.
Let's recap the past week's NRL games, starting with Raiders beating the Tigers.
Man, I think the second half collapse was the theme of the week because the Raiders, they looked like they were going to put 50 on the Tigers, yeah? And then they went away from going left in the second half, and yeah, Tigers just did what Tigers have been doing, saving their best till last. So.
They're doing it a lot, and then they end up still falling short.
Yeah.
They wake up in the second half and then lose by 4 or 5 points.
But I do like the look of Latu Fainu. Man, he just plays straight, direct, and yeah,
Their family,
it's
man.
going to go down. He'll be better than Galvin.
Mate, Dewey's just doing my head in, bro. That guy's got
Doing
a
there.
doing there, lad. Bro, get him out of there. Get him out of the NRL, bro. Straight
You
up.
want to see him in Super League?
Oh, not even there, bro. I don't know. Go be a barber. Yalla.
Panthers beat the Warriors.
How's it feeling live at the stadium watching Scott Sorensen?
I mean, hey, we were on them, so their power was good, but just it's only the Warriors can lose on Matariki as 14-point favourites at home. Like sold out crowd,
No,
and they don't turn up
Origin
against
players.
and like you're playing against backup players and young kids getting debuts, and
If you got in on my
Warriors.
Scott Sorensen $8 and my Thomas Jenkins $2.75.
Those are nice, eh? Those are crisp.
I'll leave your link in the
crispy,
in
bro.
the comments. Donate to me.
No, man, the Warriors are doing Matariki justice, isn't it? When you farewell your loved ones at Paso.
Nah, but you know who I'm really impressed with? Everyone's talking about Halasima. I really like Jacob Laban, eh?
Oh,
he was actually
yeah.
he runs a good line.
He does. Yeah, he
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
I think he's the best second row on the field this weekend against the Broncos.
Okay,
Ricky, Piakura, I'll go Laban.
yeah.
I'll stick with Piakura. I just feel like he's almost there. He's
It's like
almost
you're holding
there.
on to something that's not there.
It's going to increase in value, mate.
Next game, Knights beating the Dolphins.
That was out of a game in Perth.
Yeah, it was a weird one. Like it felt like this was the Dolphins last year. I was just waiting for Katoa to close out the game, and it just didn't happen.
It was like I was watching the Knights from with Dom Young on the wing scoring, Bradman Best back causing havoc. I thought they were pretty good.
Yeah.
And Storm beat the Souths.
Storm,
Close
mate,
one.
unlucky, man. They probably deserved it, but yeah, just didn't ice their chances. And everyone that, every time Fa'alongo scores, everyone's always like, oh, what about that, Zeke? Hey, he got 4 tries by Alex Johnson put on him, so
Well, they're all down his wing.
yeah.
Broncos comeback win against the Sharks.
What a game.
What was the biggest? How much were they down by before they come back?
28-12 was the peak.
28-12. That was the
Yeah.
biggest.
Wow, that's a big, and it's not like the Broncos to have that dog in them to come back.
That's the first game they've overcome a deficit this year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what was the turning point, do you think, in that game?
I don't know. Nothing really changed from their gameplay except that passes were sticking. They weren't so erratic. There was a plan in place.
Yeah.
I think in the second half, the other times it's like Staggs is chipping for himself, but Walsh is the key.
Yeah.
He's the key.
You can
bro.
see it, eh?
Yeah.
Like the effort's there. Still need some time to gel, but
I saw Willie Mason was angry at Walsh for the way he was barking at the forwards. Man, I think it's necessary, man, because some of them needed to wake up.
yeah.
Yeah.
But man, what's doing with Reynolds, man? Bro,
He's
Did-
sulking
And you
during
guys,
the
did
game
you guys re-sign him?
for a year. For a year.
Still there.
Yeah.
bro. Yeah, he was so bad, but second half came right.
And shout out to the GOAT, Super Sack.
Nah, bro, you are heading on him bad, bro.
That's my guy, man.
Hey, bro, that guy's been your best consistent player, bro. He's been your most consistent player, bro.
Nah, paint us.
Oh, besides him. Roosters beating the LO Cowboys.
Bro, they're the highlights reel at the moment, bro. The Roosters are on.
Yeah. Even when they, I don't know what it is, how to explain it, but just young, youthful energy. Savala stepping up after last week when they looked bad against the Knights.
Tedesco's looking like prime Billy Slater out there, man.
Don't insult Tedesco.
Bro, the way that guy's playing, I think he might be, even though it's gone silent, he'll probably be leading Dally M at the moment, Tedesco.
I hope so, eh?
With
It'll
his-
be a nice, like...
He's like, every game, he's like one of the best players in the field, if not the best. And this team's winning, so.
Do you talk to him on social media? You should reach out to him.
I gave him I hit him up early in the season, man. I was like, hey, pull it in, mate. I think it's,
Are you going to have another chat with Hamoli?
Molly. Oh, mate, let him be, mate. He's taking care of that shoulder, bar.
Final game of the round, Eels beat the Titans.
Man, Para, they're building, eh? Like, even in their losses, they didn't look bad. Like, you see there was something there, and now they're finally kind of believing in Riles' in his game, and yeah, I'm happy for them, man. Even to do it again without Moses and Brown, that's the impressive part.
Isaiah Yongi, bro.
Yeah.
Just crazy good.
Yeah, he's good, man.
Yeah.
That tongue on spine, bro, with Katoa, Iongi.
That's why at the bottom of the table, but
Wait,
Finals, right? Bro, we got some upcoming, like, usually the tongue side, we don't always have the best halves and
I think
playmakers.
Islanders in general, eh?
In general, yeah, can't kick.
Well, someone had Ben Roberts the king, bro. Wait, is Isaiah Yongi Tongan?
Ew.
Damn, I got to change my best player.
So that wraps up week's game of round of games. Over to the best and worst performances. Chazza, who's your best team this week?
I went with the Roosters. Pretty easy. I think, mate, the Cowboys aren't making it. They just make most teams look good, like really good. And yeah, this week, it's the Roosters, bro.
My best and worst, I'll go Penrith and the Cowboys as the worst.
yeah, my best is Roosters. I'm going with Roosters and West Team Cowboys. I just did the two because he did the two, and it would have been awkward.
He did the two as well.
Oh yeah.
I just mentioned that there were but that's all right. It makes it just.
So
makes
you
it
Cowboys
faster.
as well, West
Yeah,
Team?
I'm Cowboys as well, bro.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Roosters and Cowboys for me. Nearly the Warriors, but no, we'll go Cowboys. Best player, Chazza,
On
on winning team?
a winning team, I went with Scott Sorensen. Just direct, got over the line. He just, man, they played real quick in that first half, and I think just the time and play that, and I think it just wore them down, eh? And,
He's part Tongan too, eh?
Sorensen. Yeah, that's a.
His uncles are from Mount Wellington.
MFW.
I got Isaiah Yongi.
Yeah.
So, nothing to say.
I'm backing you on it. I wrote that down after the game. I was like, make sure you put Isaiah Yongi as best player. Yeah, I like the way he played that game.
Nice boys.
Yeah.
I went with Chazza's boy, Tedesco. Best player on the field. Best player on a losing team, Chazza.
I went with, that's a tough one, bro, but I went with Alex Johnson. The 4 tries, intercept, stopped the 40-20. Bro, he was in there and around there. They just couldn't get the win, bro. So
I got Latrell Mitchell. No, he's the one that set up all 4 of those tries and came close. He's just a big player, eh? But just unfortunately didn't ice that field goal.
Yeah, I got on Latrell as well. He's just enormous on the big stage. I mean, tight game. Unlucky not to get that last one at the end, but yeah, got Latrell.
I'm not copying. I've got a typed here, but Latrell Mitchell as well. And I think the Rabbitohs are going to turn that around this week as well. Speaking of that, let's start our quickfire. Chazza, who do you think is going to win between Panthers and Bulldogs?
I'll go Bulldogs.
I'll go Bulldogs off a bye. Wait, Cleary's playing, eh? Is it confirmed or?
He's been named, but
They're gonna try to keep. I think they're gonna make it right in the change room before the game.
Okay, I'll go Bulldogs just in case. Yeah.
I'm gonna go Panthers even without Cleary. I think they'll win.
I've got Panthers as well. Sea Eagles versus Tigers.
I'll go Tigers, eh?
I'll go Sea Eagles.
I'll go Manly with no Jareem Buller. So
Yeah.
I'll go Manly.
Yep, Sea Eagles for me as well. Knights versus Raiders.
Raiders,
but they're pissing me off lately.
I'm gonna go Knights for the upset.
Nice. I got Raiders, but yeah, I think Knights can keep it close. Broncos versus Warriors.
Oh, I just gotta check my bet. I'm going with the Warriors.
I don't know who's going to win. I would rather take the Warriors as a betting side. I don't know. You can justify it. What, it was like even odds?
Even odds, and now it's 5.5 Broncos favourites.
I'll pick Broncos, but yeah, I'm not confident.
Broncos.
I hope I'm wrong, but I've got Broncos as well. Dragons versus Eels.
Yeah, I'll get Eels.
I'll go Dragons.
It's at Wollongong.
Yeah. Is it Wollongong?
Just because of all the drama that's happening around the Dragons at the moment in the news, and guys saying that the coach has like got a black spot, not looking at his son and how he's been playing all right actually. But I'll go the Eels.
Yeah, Yongi and the Eels for me as well. Dolphins versus Rabbitohs.
Oh, both teams coming off losses. I'm going to go Dolphins.
Yeah, I'll go Dolphins as well.
I'll go Rabbitohs.
Yeah, I've got Rabbitohs too. Storm versus Sharks.
Storm
by a lot.
Storm.
And final game of the round, Titans versus Cowboys.
Titans.
Oh,
This might be another upset, bro.
yeah, I'll go Titans too at home.
I'll go Cowboys.
Titans for me. That wraps up Quickfire. Before we do our bets, UFC 317 is this weekend. Huge card. Zeke, you've got some thoughts on some of those fights, mate?
Just I didn't finish taping my fights, but I'll just do the two title fights, eh?
Yeah, so Tapuria versus Oliveira and Pantoja versus Kai Kara-France.
For the Kai fight, I think Kai's getting Pantoja at the right time. He gets into a lot of wars and he goes forward face first, and he's taken a lot of damage. I just think if Kai doesn't get him out of there inside 2 rounds, I think Pantoja's going to turn him into a pretzel. Right, his jiu-jitsu, his grappling is top 3 in the sport. I love what he does. He's always hunting for a finish, but I don't think he would get the finish here. I think probably win by decision, just on minutes. But Kai I can see a fight where Kai catches him, just the overhand.
Yeah.
Pantoja getting sloppy and not having his guard up, or yeah. But
You've got one of the better KO artists in that division in Kai that can drop anyone, and Pantoja's never lost by knockout.
Yeah, just that accumulated damage we saw with Holloway. People say, he's never been dropped, never been knocked out. But you get the right guy and he just landed on that sweet spot. Anyone could get put out, eh?
When Pantoja beat Kai in Ultimate Fighter, was it by decision or was it sub?
Yeah, by decision. I think they only go 2 rounds in Ultimate Fighter.
Okay.
But you can't really take anything from that fight.
Early as eh?
But yeah, Pantoja's one of my favourite fighters. I'd have to take him.
The cannibal.
Just trust that grappling.
Yeah. And the main event, Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira.
Man, I'm not really saying anything here because I'm betting on a $1.20 favourite, but I think Topuria is going to put him out in 1 or 2 rounds. I think he's going to make a statement. Charles Oliveira, he does what I like about him. He does have the Muay Thai guard, so he's always teeping the body with the back leg, sorry. And Topuria does come like not similar in skill set or anything, but just the physique and his body shape and his stance. It was like Michael Chandler, who Oliveira just fought. Wide stance, very low, feints. But I just think that Muay Thai guard might play against him. He go high there, and Topuria get the body, head, and he'll be dead.
Yeah. If Topuria doesn't drop him early, do you think it goes the distance, or it's always going to be a stoppage either way?
I think this ends inside 3 rounds at a pretty high clip. I do worry about it going the distance. Topuria's gas has always kind of worried me. Like I don't think he's ever been that far into championship rounds. He's always either put guys out, so there's always a chance there that there's something happens that we haven't seen before. And I can see a fight where Oliveira just takes it back and just blankets him. Not blankets him, but just holds on for dear life, kills some time. But yeah, if you had to put all my money on it, I'll go Topuria KO.
Okay, boys, let's start with our bets.
Hey, we're back.
The boys are falling asleep here. Nah, but Cheza, what's your bet this week for Bring a Leg, bro?
Bring a leg. I've gone Force versus the Lions over 58.5, paying 190. Warriors to win 1 to 12, paying 375. Adam Pompey, Katoni Stags, any of them to score 2 tries total, paying 440. The total's $30.41.
Nice, Cheza.
Oosh. I've got an all UFC main card multi here. It's paying $23.80. I've got Joshua Van, $1.80 versus Brandon Royval. I think that's going to be a banger, man. I'll be surprised if this goes to decision. The under 1.5 in Tapuria, Charles Oliveira, $2. Pantoja by decision, $2.87. And Felipe Lima versus decision versus Peyton Talbot, $2.30. That could get a bit dicey, but yeah, that's my multi.
What's the combined odds?
$23.80.
Sweet. Nick.
My multi this week, I've gone with Thomas Jenkins, anytime try score at $2 against the Dogs. I've got Josiah Karapani to score 1 against the Warriors at $1.75. I've got the Sea Eagles covering the line at -5.5 at $1.85. There's no Dream Buller. I think he picks up a lot of the Tigers' half chances, so hopefully a blowout at 4 pints. And then I got the Knights at home plus 8.5 at $1.83. So that comes to $11.84.
Close. I've got a 4-leg multi this week. First up with Rabbitohs beating Dolphins 1 to 12, paying $3.60. In the French Rugby Championship, Toulouse beating Bordeaux by 1 to 12. That's paying $4. Benio Dariush to beat Renato Marcano. UFC, that's paying $2. And Xavier Coates to score a try, $1.83. And that's combined odds of $52.80.
Best winger in the world, Xavier Coates.
Over to our locks. Chazza, what's your lock this week?
My lock this week is the Force plus 23.5 against the Lions, paying 190. I think they're not the best team, but obviously when the Lions come together, you've got guys coming from 4 countries trying to come together and play a system that they're all pretty new to. So I think last week the Lions lost to Argentina, and I don't think they're going to play the same team. They're going to play another team this week, and it's going to be kind of the same thing. So
What's the number on the line?
23.5.
Oh, damn. Good bet.
Yeah.
I've got Ilia Tapuria to win inside rounds 1 or 2 at $1.92. You can take this on the New Zealand betting market. Yeah, I just think this is his time. Time for someone to die here.
My lock this week, I've gone the Bunnies plus 4.5 against the Dolphins at Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane. I think the Rabbitohs, they're at a tough point in the season. If they're quite desperate at the moment to make that top 8, so I feel like they've got more to play for than Dolphins. Cody Walker's back. I don't know how good he played, but I think the 4 packs stack up against each other. And then you got Latrell.
And I think, Dolphins got a few key injuries as well. So, for my lock this week, I've got Jesse Arthurs, the Broncos winger, anytime try score against the Warriors, and that's paying $1.91.
Anyone want to laugh at any locks?
Nah.
He's being nice this week.
Yeah.
Zeke, you got any questions this week?
All right. I guess this is for everyone. Which Super Rugby team any year is the best of all time, or your favourite if you don't have a best?
I'll probably go with the 2023, but the Blues team.
Or 2003?
2003. But obviously that's probably been a bit biased to the Blues. The other team that I'm going for is the 2010 Bulls team. They won in...
Who was on that team?
That was when they had the whole South African team in that team. But it was just the type of style that they played was a lot different. They played the up and under game, more, and then up and unders, and no one could stop it, bro. They won it in 2007, 2009, and 2010.
What was their home stadium again?
Pretoria, Loftus Stadium.
Loftus Stadium. It was like, what do they call it? The Cauldron.
Yeah, bro. That was probably their Eden Park back then. So
yeah,
that was what PSPs.
PSPs,
Paki
Pia
Spota.
Flores,
Fury, is it?
Yeah.
The halfback?
Yeah.
Puri. But they had Arbana, they had Morne Stain.
Morning Stain.
They
They
was
had
the
the
man,
whole
Yeah.
man.
Like, you're right, you're just pretty much the African team. Eh?
And we were at the Blues. They went undefeated, but they lost to the Blues.
Were you playing that?
Yeah, I played that game.
Nah,
That's fine. Nah, but it was one thing that I reckon that changed from there on. It was Pat Lam had a game plan that when they kick it out, we just throw the ball in and we run them, because back then, obviously the Kiwis are a lot more fitter, but the Saffers were just massive. Like they just wanted to scrum more, play the set piece game, and they could because the time in the game was low. And then Pat Lam decided, we're not gonna. If the ball ever goes out, we're just gonna throw it in and play and just keep moving them around. And I think that was
Tap and run.
pretty much. We
Yeah.
just wanted to keep them moving, and I think that's from there on. Like the Bulls started to go down because then they had to start changing their players, because then everyone started doing that against them.
So Pep Lam had the blueprint.
I think
eh?
so.
Oh,
I think so. Like it started from there, and then that kind of that dynasty kind of went away. So, but to do 3 in 4 years is massive.
Damn, and the whole time during that period, I was like, man, the Blues are Gaia.
That was like a massive upset by you. I don't think we were having a good season.
What was the best Blues team you were on? What year?
I think 2011 we made it to the semis.
Yeah.
And we lost to the Reds.
Oh, Lockie Monroe got done by Craig
Yeah,
Cooper,
lucky guy got done.
which is my favourite Super Rugby team, the 2011 Reds. I think this is around the time where I kind of slowly started to not care about rugby.
Yeah.
Just Digby, Quaid. Who
Like
else?
Pele
Someone-
Sasa on that?
Yeah, Guinea. It was just only
Radiki Same.
Oh, bro.
Oh, true.
Who was the number 8? The Māori dude.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking. Nah, I don't know his name.
He was the man, bro. And then they had I don't know. That was just exciting time. It was like that was like my adult version of 2003 Blues.
I've gone with the 2015 Highlanders. You know, I remember
Was it
watching.
Lima? No.
There's Lima Swanga's in there, Aaron Smith. I forgot the other all sorts names in there, but you know they were just a team of like no names.
Yeah,
And
battlers.
bro, they were the ultimate battler team, and they're just rocking around, playing how they want to play. And then I remember they played the Hurricanes in the final way, and everyone was expecting the Canes.
It was at Wellington too.
Yeah,
bro.
hometown boy, first 5 going up against his home team.
Oh, that would be cool.
Man, you should have seen the videos after that game. More for that later.
My favourite team was the 2003 Auckland Blues when they beat Crusaders at Eden Park in the final, watching it live from the terraces. That was awesome, man. And but the best team was definitely the 97 Blues. They were unbeaten.
Yeah.
Only had one draw, and they won the final as well.
Who they played Brumbies in the final way?
I'm not sure.
I'm sure it's, they played Natal in 96 and the Brumbies in 97. They had like Owen Finnegan and those guys.
I don't know. I wasn't born then.
Oh, this one's for Charlie. If you could start one, bench one, and cut one, flanker edition for the All Blacks: Richie McCaw, Michael Jones, or Adi Savea?
I'd go. I'd start Richie McCaw. I would bench Adi Savea and I'll drop Michael Jones.
Oh, the man that's got a statue outside Eden Park. Oh, the man that led the way for Samoan flankers. Oh, the first guy to score a try in the Rugby World Cup.
I don't know. Like the reasons why, like, man, like I know he's a legend and all, but I think Richie McCaw will get a stadium, get a statue somewhere. But more so just his leadership, like it's just what he does. Obviously, like, what he does and how he speaks in a team, and I think that's probably just the thing that puts him over the line instead of Michael Jones. I'm not to say that Michael Jones isn't, and I wouldn't know him, and I haven't seen enough of Michael Jones playing.
He runs a food bank now, helping the homeless.
And obviously Adi Savea because, man, he probably suit that position and coming off the bench and finishing the job. So
We're gonna have Michael Jones on as a guest.
Actually, he's on the phone.
Next one is Chimes. Who would be your NBA starting 5 of all time?
Starting 5, just all time or
Yeah,
most
all time.
handsome?
Why did you put that in there?
That was the question. So your most handsome starting 5 all-time NBA.
Oh, okay. What
on, then.
No, I thought it was just speaking
Nah,
his
it's
little weird
no.
self.
It's a yeah. That was a question. So it's the most scucks, most handsome starting 5. Starting at center, go with Tristan Thompson.
Who's that guy again?
He's like
The
big up with
Kardashian.
Kardashians in there.
Okay.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
handsome
yeah,
fella. He looks like he's an R&B singer, you know?
He's the Jordan of playing up.
Yeah, he's playing king, bro. At the 4, I'll have Danilo Gallinari, Italian. You need a white guy in there. He's played for the Knicks. At my 3 spot, Kelly Oubre,
Oh, I heard he's
light skin, got eyes like Tony, green eyes. And at the 2 spot, the Filipino, half Filipino, Jalen Green, who just got traded to the Suns, and his new teammate at the 1, Devin Booker.
I've noticed you only picked light-skinned players.
Nah, I started with.
There's not one black player in there.
Well, Sergi Bucker was handsome as, but he's retired.
Did you
man.
put Jalen Green? I just looked him up.
He's handsome, bro.
He looks homeless.
What? Homeless people can't be handsome?
Hey, man. This ain't the charity. Is that your starting 5?
Yeah, for most handsome.
Damn. If there's any ladies listening, probably not. Comment who you think. And our last one would be, if you could build an NRL player, your perfect NRL player, using speed, strength, IQ, step or skills, and finally clutch, who would you build? Should we go around the room starting off with speed first?
Yo.
Charlie.
I've gone with the Hammer. He's my speed man.
Not bad. He's
I've
all
seen
right.
him get run down before. I've got James Roberts. More speed than Oxford Street.
I've gone James Roberts as well.
Yeah, Jimmy Roberts from me as well. Fastest I've seen.
Yeah, man.
Next one is strength.
I've gone with Green Inglis.
Nice.
That's cheating, bro.
What?
No, because I forgot about him. I'll go Bentel.
I've gone Brad Thorne.
Got old school strength, Kevin Campion.
Man, I saw that guy get knocked out.
Was it the real him or the... Next one is IQ.
Cameron Smith.
Yeah, I went Cameron Smith as well.
Cameron Smith.
I went Andrew Johns.
I don't know if he had the best IQ with what he
Yeah.
was doing at the time. Instinctive, the greatest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, you mean like game planning?
Yeah. The accountant.
I guess it'll be, if not him, then maybe like Cooper Cronk, but still got Andrew Johns.
Oh, yeah. Cooper Cronk's good.
Nah, he's cringe. Or it's like step/skills.
Oh, I had step. I've gone with Benji Marshall. But if I had the skill, I'd probably go with Ali Lauatiti.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah, it has to be Benji, but I think that's kind of obvious one. I like, instead of the jump step, everyone loves that. I like just a simple bang, 1-2.
So far long.
I'll go Scott Prince.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like
mid
his
step,
skills,
yeah. I like
He
the
played
step.
for the Australian touch team as well.
Yeah.
I just went with RTS. I think RTS's debut season, I felt like it was awesome to watch in the wing.
I combined step and skills together, and I went with Freddie Fittler.
Yeah, mean step.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah.
But he had everything.
And finally, clutch. Who's the best clutch player of all time?
I've gone with Darren Lockyer.
Yeah.
My guy.
I've got Darren Lockyer as well.
I've gone with Darren Lockyer.
I went with Cam Smith.
Clutch?
Yeah. Just I feel like that guy, he will never, like, he's hardly lost, bro. You know, for Storm and
very
for
calm,
Origin. Yeah, calm.
composed
Bro.
and-
Captain. Like, you can always just rely on him, even if he's not like the guy that will get the winning try.
Who would the other options be?
Sean Johnson.
For clutch?
Yeah.
Yo. Andrew
Cherry
Johnson.
Evans.
Oh, yeah. Cherry Evans. Michael Jordan.
Yeah, Sean Johnson, Terry Evans, Andrew Johns.
Yeah, Andrew Johns.
But clutch is like you're doing it week in, week out. Like clutch.
For me, it's just big moments,
Big
like
moments,
game
yeah.
on the line.
Yeah.
Fat Latrell's pretty clutch, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Oh, Cleary's clutch.
Oh, bro, Stephen Crichton, bro. For the newer guys.
Nah.
Nah, come on, man.
Nah.
Like, that guy in big, I think that guy.
Defensively.
Yeah, no, just and.
Oh, yeah.
Like for the newer guys, Stephen Crichton's clutch, bro.
Their grand final against the Bunnies, he was clutch.
Intercept. Yeah, well, Cody Walker was drunk, so threw that pass. But yeah, that's all. That's all the questions we had.
Nice.
Oh, no, there's one more.
What's that?
You left out. Everyone's been talking about Brittany Cora, best line runner in the NRL. Is there any players over the league or union, past or present, who you think are the best hole runners or line runners in the game?
I think from rugby, probably a guy like obviously Ma'anonu, Sam Tuitupu. I know, just trying to think of a forward. But Kieran
Charlie
Reid,
Faumuina.
yeah, or every now and then that fellow is. That's probably those two centres. They probably got the most chances of trying to run a hole. Obviously off set piece, but stuff like that. But yeah.
For league, I've got Anthony Tupou and Anthony Watmo. Rugby, yeah, Ma'anonu and Asaya Toiava. Probably some off the top of my head.
I've gone for Union. I've gone Romy Ropati, the spiky haired dude from the Otago Highlanders. Just him running off Peter Latini, ran some mad angles. And then for league, I've gone with Fui Fui. Gone with Fui Fui. Yeah. Just went head first into everything.
What about old Fata Puleasina?
Oh,
Head first,
head
every
first.
time.
For Union, for me, Anthony Turavaki. I liked how he ran hard and fast for All Black games and for the Blues as well. And for league, like the current guy I like is Dylan Lucas. I like the whole Z runs, line Z runs. And for like when I first started like growing up watching league properly, Clinton Torpy for the Warriors. Like how he hit a hole and he would just like he would be someone that could take it the whole way.
Yeah.
I never realised how fast he was.
He was fast as man.
He used to come to our primary school all the time. His missus was a teacher.
Oh yeah.
It was like everyone's crush. Shout out Miss Williams.
They're still together?
I think so.
Oh, congrats! Yeah, nice.
Wellington legend.
You know another one actually, Sterling Mortlock.
Yeah.
I like how he ran lines, bro.
Yeah.
And like he would just have that determined face, but he ran real good lines. From the
Tony
position.
Carroll.
Tony Carroll.
Yeah,
Bro.
when he knocked out the ref.
Well, yeah, that's all the questions for this week.
Nice, boys.
So brothers.
You want to do a Nacho Libre outro? Or? Cristiano trust your recreational pants.
All right, goodbye, everybody.